While the rupee has gone up in the past 2 days, the currency has fallen 18% since August. We have with us Mobis Philipose, mark-to-market columnist, who will tell us how will the IT companies benefit. Hello Mobius. If you can see, since September the IT index has outperformed. Is it because of the rupee?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, while the results were decent for the September quarter, they weren't that great to justify an outperformance. So the rupee has come as a relief for the IT stocks, investors. In fact, the markets in general have been weak, but this is a kind of a bright spot for investors in IT stocks because the rupee obviously translates into higher profit. Every 1 rupee increase in the rupee dollar rate adds about 3.5% to their earnings per share. So that is a big benefit because since August, like you said, it's depreciated about 18%. So that's 25-30% added to earnings just because of the rupee. So it is a big relief for investors.
Also, Mobius, like some of these companies hedge, anticipating that the rupee might actually appreciate instead of depreciate. So, how are those companies placed?
Yeah, well, many of them are hedged at around levels of 45 and so on. So the realized rupee rate to that extent for them will be 45. So they won't be able to fully benefit from the rupee being at 52 or wherever it is. So when they translate their export earnings into rupees, for the part that is hedged, they won't get 52. They'll have to be content with 45 because of their hedging arrangements. Having said that, it's not that the entire receivables are hedged. So some of the gains would certainly accrue, but people who are hedged more, for them the gain won't be the same, 3 to 3.5% what we were talking earlier. I think that number we mentioned was specific for Infosys, which hedges only short term. People who have more hedges, for them the benefit will be lower.
Also, Mobis, earlier this week, Infosys CEO said that the global environment is not that good and the orders might not flow in and it might affect the top line of the companies. So will rupee, a falling rupee, be able to cushion the losses?
No doubt, like we talked earlier, the rupee is good, but the demand scenario is not all that good. So it takes away some of the sheen of IT stocks. It's always a concern when demand is weak. But so far, the demand scenario is not a big worry. Infosys has been sounding cautious for some time. So incrementally, what they have said is not being taken too negatively. By and large, people still believe that on the ground, the demand scenario hasn't changed much. They continue to get orders. So we'll have to really wait and see until the December quarter results, maybe even the March quarter results, to see how this is actually translating into demand. So while it is a worry, so far it's not a very big concern among investors.